Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be playing with some new makeup. This is the look that I created with all of the new goodies that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I am very excited to share with you some of these things because a lot of them are absolute hits and have already become favorites. And then there are like a couple things that I'm still questionable about. But yeah, I'm just really excited for today's video, especially for this lip color. And also today's video is kindly sponsored by Merit Beauty, so thank you Merit for sponsoring a portion of today's video. I am so excited to work with Merit Beauty again because they truly make some of my absolute favorite things in my makeup collection. Like, I love their lip oil and their foundation stick, like some of my favorite things. So yeah, so excited to be working with them again today. And if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. That would mean so much to me. And let's get into it. So I'm letting my hair air dry during the duration of this video, so I apologize for its state. And I also just recently got my bangs cut a little bit shorter, and I got more of like a kind of mullet styled haircut. So I'm still trying to like figure it out and whatever, but yeah, so the status of my hair is going to be a little funky for a little while, but I just wanted to start filming and not wait for my hair to dry. Kipo is chewing on a box again. Hey! Leave it. So yeah, and also I would like to apologize also if the lighting changes. I'm filming in the middle of the day and it's actually sunny today, so I feel like the sun is gonna move around and maybe make the lighting a little bit different. Yeah, just a little preface of apologies before filming, because everything's all over the place. But the first thing that I want to start with is this. This is the new Supergoop Every Single Face Watery Lotion. It is broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 50 PA+++++, water and sweat resistant. They sent this to me in PR and I'm just like so excited to try this. I've heard really good things. So I'm really excited about this because it is supposed to be good on all skin tones, which is really important for all brands to have. This is the packaging. It is like the circle and you twist it open like that, and it has just a little like nozzle. So I don't know if I need to shake this up first. It feels like it's kind of thick. So that's the consistency. It is thicker, but it's still pretty viscous, like it's pretty thin. I'm really excited to try this out. So I definitely don't get any type of white cast from that. It is really like almost serum-y, like a serum moisturizer kind of texture. And it feels very moisturizing. I'm a little concerned about this for like oilier skin types because I have dry skin and this just feels very moisturizing. I don't know if it's gonna set down. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to settle down on my skin and maybe sink in a little bit more. But so far I really like it. It does have a sunscreen scent to it for sure, and it feels very good on the skin. It didn't pill with any of my skincare underneath, which is a really good sign. I do have a little bit of an eczema flare up right here, as you can see, and a little bit here as well, and it did sting my eczema a little bit, which is pretty common for me in sunscreens. Whenever I have an eczema flare up, I do usually get a little bit of stinging in those areas when I apply sunscreen, but it doesn't irritate it past that initial like stinging reaction. So I'm not too concerned about that, but I feel like this is really nice. I also really like the packaging. I feel like it's pretty compact. So yeah, so far so good. I really like how moisturizing it is because I do have such dry skin, but I can see that being an issue for people who have oilier skin. I mean, you could see how like glowy this is. So while that sinks in, I think I'll do my eyebrows. This is the, I think this is the Gwen Stefani line. Is it pronounced Give? I haven't really heard anything about this line, but I got this from Octoly. This was an option. It's her brow pencil. And this is the weirdest shaped brow pencil I've ever seen in my entire life. The packaging is actually really cute. It has 2 gold caps on it for the spoolie, which is really nice that it comes with a spoolie. And then this is the pencil. So this is what it looks like. It is so bizarre. I literally gasped when I opened this because I was like, I have never seen a brow pencil like that in my entire life. And this is what it looks like when you scroll it up. It is such an interesting shape. I'm very intrigued by this, and I'm very curious of how this is going to work applying it, like in use, how this will work. I don't know what their thought process was in making this shape, but it says glide the chisel tip along brow to define and sculpt, then use beveled edge to fill and shape, using a couple of strokes to build color, blend with spoolie brush. Okay, so let's try this out. I'll zoom you in a little bit more. I got my bangs shorter because I wanted to keep my bangs, but I wanted my brows to show. So I don't have to move them out of the way to get to like do my brows now, which is really nice. I got the shade 2 in this. So I definitely don't think I got the right shade. I feel like I got like taupe perhaps, or gray brown. I can't remember. But this is coming off like almost blonde or straight up gray. The texture is very strange. I feel like it's almost like too powdery and not pigmented enough in my opinion. Also, the shape of this is not very intuitive to use. I feel like I'm kind of trying to figure out how to use it still, obviously, because this is the first time I've used it, but I don't know. It's a little weird. It's not my favorite right off the bat, and I do feel like it's not quite the right shade, although this shade actually does kind of look okay with my blonde hair. It makes my brows a little bit less intense, which is kind of nice for my blonde hair, but I don't know how I feel about this. It's not an immediate love or even like. I definitely have to try it out a little bit more, and maybe I also got the wrong shade. But I'm gonna fill this brow in and then be right back. Okay, so those are the brows all filled in with, I don't know the name of this brand, let me look it up. Okay, yeah, this brand is called Give by Gwen Stefani, and that is how the brows turned out. I don't hate my brows, but the process of putting this on was a little weird, so I don't know how exactly I feel about this yet. The consistency is really powdery, and I feel like it didn't give me enough pigment, so we'll see how I like this in the future. And then for brows, I want to try the Kosas Air Brow. I have not tried this yet, and it looks very good, and I've heard very good things about it as well. My friend Chessie really likes this, and I got this in like a boxy charm, I think, or something like that, so I'm really excited to have this and finally get to try it out. I really do love the packaging. I think it's so cute. It does have a really nice wand. It's pretty tiny, so I feel like this will be really good for really pinpointed brow application. And I have the shade dark brown. Ooh, okay, I really like this. I love the consistency of it right away. It feels very like pomade-y, almost like a creamy pomade in the brows, and I feel like it gave me really good texture in my brows as well. I'm gonna just sweep through them with a spoolie really quick. But I wonder what the lasting power on the hold is, because I do really like how fluffy they look. And applying this was really fun too. I love a good brow gel that's not too wet. It was like a really good consistency right away, like not too wet or too dry. And I feel like it gave me really good texture in my brows. So yay, I'm excited about this one right here. Okay, moving on to base. The new primer I have is the NYX Plump Right Back primer with electrolytes. It is a plumping serum and primer. I've only tried this once before, and I didn't really pay attention to how it made my skin feel or really applying it. I kind of just put it on, but it has this kind of gel-like consistency, and the first time I did try it, I did notice it kind of reminded me of the Milk Hydro Grip primer. It feels just like that one actually, because it's like that gel consistency and glides onto the skin really nicely and then quickly becomes tacky on the skin. So it definitely feels like I don't know, some sort of dupe to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And it didn't pill at all with my sunscreen, so that's also a really good sign, both of the sunscreen and the primer. My skin is looking very dewy. Next, I'm going to go in with the new Fitglow Beauty foundation. This is the shade F3.7. I've actually had this for a little while, and I'm going to include this in my February favorites because I love this foundation so much. It gives me really beautiful, kind of like a little bit heavier than everyday coverage, or a little bit more coverage than everyday coverage, but I really have been enjoying this. It is like the perfect shade match for me right now. It has a nice doe foot applicator, and I'm someone who loves stick foundation because of the ease of application. So having a little doe foot that I can just like stripe all over my face is also super convenient and nice. And I've just really been liking this foundation. It is newer to the market, so I did want to include it in this, but I already love it. It blends really nicely, and it is a perfect shade match for me too. This is their foundation brush as well. I do really like this foundation brush, but I do feel like after like one to like 3 uses of this, I feel like I have to wash it again to avoid kind of like brush streak marks, and that's why I'm tapping it into my skin right now, because I do feel like if I have to do this, then it leaves little streak marks on my face, and then I have to like pounce over it with a sponge. But it does blend the makeup really nicely when it's like freshly cleaned, or when you just like pounce it into the skin like this. Okay, sorry I put foundation on both sides. I should have left one side blank for you to see the before and after. But this is the side with the makeup on it, and you can tell it has a pretty dewy finish. On my skin, I did have a lot of dewy base products underneath, so I feel like if you didn't have as many dewy products, it would probably just be like a skin-like finish. This is what it looks like on this side. I feel like it's pretty like medium coverage on me, and this is what it looks like on this side with like no foundation, I guess, if you just ignore these little foundation marks. And you can tell it covered up the redness and some blemishes as well that I had like down here. I do have more trouble areas on the left side of my face right now, so you'll get to see that all covered up, but it did a really good job of covering up all of the issues that I usually like to cover up. And I usually do like to just kind of even my skin tone out for everyday makeup. So I feel like this is a little bit more coverage than everyday, but if you like that, then I think this would be perfect for you. So this is what the foundation looks like all over my face. You can still kind of see some hyperpigmentation from some of my acne that I've had, and you can still kind of see my redness on my eyes kind of peeking through as well. So I feel like it's really good everyday coverage. It is a little bit more coverage than something I would usually go for, but I still really like it, especially since my skin still looks like my skin and it doesn't look cakey at all. The skin just looks really fresh and natural, and it also wears really well for me throughout the day, which I also really love. And I just feel like it makes my skin look really healthy. And I really like Fitglow Beauty because they really focus on the formulas of their makeup to include a lot of skincare properties as well. So another reason I really like this foundation. So that is what the base looks like. I love. I do not have a new bronzer to show all of you, but I do want to wear one of these. I actually really like these, and I don't know if I've shown them on my channel yet. These are the Glossier Solar Paints. I have the shades Heat and Ray, these two right here. These actually got quite a bit of hate, I feel like, but I actually really like them, and I don't wear them too often, but every time I do, I really enjoy how my bronzer comes out. So I'm going to use the shade Ray today, and I just do like a little strip on the side of my face and then just pounce it in with a dense brush. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush, I believe. Expert face brush. But I feel like it just blends in so well and gives me really good definition and bronze to the face, and I think the shade is really pretty as well. Yeah, I just really like these. I think they work really well. I do like the packaging as well because it's kind of like that stick without the stick, because it's like a little doe foot applicator, so you can just swipe it onto your face. And yeah, I've been loving these. I haven't talked about them that much, but I do really like them, and I think they're good products. Okay, so for blush, I have the new Patrick Ta Blush Duo in the shade She's Blushing. It is this really pretty, like, neutral kind of rosy pink color, and I have really been liking this as well. He recently came out with a bunch of singles of like the exclusive trio that he came out with during the like holiday season last year. And he also came out with this shade, the She's Blushing shade, and this is such a beautiful blush. I really like this one, and then I also got the one She's Baked, and I really like that one as well. I have a reel on my Instagram comparing the two, so if you're interested you can check that out. I'll link it down below. But this one is interesting because it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So it's different than the other ones that he has, because the other ones that he has do not have shimmer throughout. They're just the regular like matte blush shades. But this one has a little bit of shimmer, so you don't really need any type of highlighter with it as well. And they blend really beautifully. So that's the powder. And now I'll put the cream on top. But before I put the cream on top, I really wanted to talk about this makeup brush. This is the new Real Techniques Tapered Cheek Brush, and I love this brush so much. It is such a beautiful shape, and I've been using it already. I think I got it like a week ago, but it is new to Real Techniques. It is their 449 brush, and it is like the perfect shape. It kind of reminds me of like the tip of a beauty blender because it's tapered, but it's still like really bouncy and such a beautiful shape. I freaking love this so much for cream products. So I'll just dip directly into the product. I don't do too much because these are fairly pigmented, and you can just like pounce it into the skin. And this brush is so perfect for cream products and like this pouncing motion. Like, doesn't that remind you of the tip of a beauty blender? This, it just does for me. But this brush is amazing. So is this blush. It's just like such a beautiful shade. It's really pretty for every day, and I feel like I'm gonna use this a ton in the summertime, especially the shade She's Baked, because She's Baked is a little bit more red toned and definitely gives me a little bit more of that sunburnt blush look. But I love these new Patrick Ta blushes, are so stunning, and I'm so happy to have the two new shades. I'm tempted to also get the shade She's a Doll because I love pink blushes these days, and that one's like beautiful. Okay, so for eyes, I got this palette from Sigma Beauty. They sent this to me in a PR package, and it is so pretty. I don't know if this is like new to the market. I haven't looked that up, but it's new to me, and it reminds me so much of the Patrick Ta palette, which I really wanted, and I feel like now I don't even really need it because this has so many similar shades. I love how like warm and bronzy this is, and I love all the shimmer shades as well, and I'm just so excited to put this on my eyes. I've just swatched them so far, but like these three right here look so pretty, and I really like this shade as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this. I'm just gonna do a really simple eye look because I'm a simple gal, but these felt really buttery and nice. I hope they blend well on the eyes. I'm gonna take this lighter shade, the shade Days, and just put that all over my lid to kind of get rid of the creasing that I already have going on, and to sort of set down the eye. There's a lot of kickup, I can't remember which one's the right word, kickup or kickback, when you dip a brush into it, but I've never found that to be an issue with eyeshadows in general because I don't know, I just brush it away or tap the brush off or whatever. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the shade Basque and put that in my crease. And then I'm gonna take the shade Summer Solstice on this like dense little brush and focus that on my lower lash line. And kind of like on this corner right here as well. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and kind of just blend that out. Okay, and then I think I wanna do a shimmer shade, like just on the lid. I think I'm gonna do this shade Marigold, this one right here. And I'm just gonna pat that because these do kind of have fallout, so to avoid it getting like all over my cheeks, I'm just gonna pat it. And then I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and go into the shade Luster, this one right here, and just put that on my inner corner. Okay, I think that's so pretty. They blended out really, really well, and the shimmers are so shimmery and beautiful. I've never had a Sigma palette before, so I'm really excited to have one, and I feel like this one is the most perfect one that I would ever have. Like, I would have picked this out for myself. The shades are just very me, so I'm very excited to have this. They're beautiful, beautiful shades. Okay, now we have a new mascara to try out. This is the new Milk Makeup Rise mascara. I have seen this all over Instagram and TikTok. I'm so excited to try this out. It has really fun packaging. It's like ridged, has like ridges on it, and it's like a little squishy. It feels like silicone almost. I've heard really good things about this mascara, and I've also heard not so good things about this mascara, like it's clumpy, and then other people say that it's amazing and their new favorite. So I'm excited to try this out for the very first time and share with you what I think about it. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna take my bangs down as well because I don't want them to be too messed up. Okay, so my lashes are curled. Let's open this up. This is what the wand looks like. It's like super curved and it's very floofy. It's like a natural bristle brush. I'll put it on one eye and then compare it to the other. Okay, so far I really, really like the consistency of this. It's like not too dry or too wet. I often have issues of mascaras being too wet upon first use, and this is like a really good consistency. It's not wet at all. If anything, it's on the dry side, which I don't mind and I really like. And I like the wand too. I like that it's curved. It's not giving me like the most amazing curl, but it is giving me really good length and volume as well. But this is what one coat looks like on this eye as compared to this eye. So I feel like that's really pretty. What are the claims of this mascara? So this says lift, length, and volume. 93% natural formula with vegan lash wrap technology that curls and lengthens for weightless volume. It has Manoi oil and marigold extract to help condition and strengthen lashes. So I'm definitely getting the length that it's saying, but I'm not getting the curl that I usually like. I feel like I have a little bit of issues with mascaras and curling, like keeping them curled or keeping them up, because I do have such straight lashes, and that's why I always use waterproof mascaras and not like just a regular schmegular mascara. But this is very pretty. I feel like my lashes look really full and lengthened, which is nice. So let's do the other eye. I also love the packaging. It's so squishy and enjoyable. I want to like bite it. Okay, here it is on both lashes. I feel like I was able to get them a little bit more lifted on this side as compared to this one, but they look really pretty. Like, I feel like they look really full as well and like quite feathery. I really, really like this so far. I hope it holds a curl and I hope it doesn't smear or clump on me. I will try to remember to report back at the end of the day how I liked this in the comments below to let you know, but so far, so good. Okay, the last thing I have to try is the Merit Beauty Signature Lips. I am so excited about these. I just got these in the mail a couple days ago, and as I mentioned before, a portion of this video is sponsored by Merit Beauty, so thank you so much, Merit, for sponsoring this portion of this video. I am so excited. I have 3 shades like I mentioned, and I cannot wait to try these on with all of you. I've heard really good things, and the whole idea around the signature lip is finding what your signature shade is, your everyday signature lip, and I just love that idea. And because of that idea, like, the shade range is absolutely stunning, and I really want every single shade. But the 3 shades I have to show you today are the shades Slip, Tiger, and L'avenue, and they have this really beautiful kind of chocolatey brown plastic top with a gold bullet, and it has the Merit embossing at the bottom as well. Let's do a little close-up. And then it also has that Merit embossing as well on the actual lipstick. So it's so beautiful. And before I get into the swatches, I just want to say a little bit about what the signature lip is. So here on their website, they say it is a hydrating, buildable lipstick with a soft satin finish, plant-derived squalane and sunflower seed oil paired with stabilized vitamin C give a comfortable light as air finish. So that description sounds absolutely beautiful, and I am so excited about this. I actually did a whole swatching video for Instagram right before this, so I have tried them. And I'm so excited about them. They're so beautiful. And I'm going to start from lightest to deepest in the shades that I have. The first shade I have here is the shade Slip, which is described as a warm neutral. So beautiful. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so the feeling on the lips when you put it on feels like a balm lipstick almost. It feels almost like just a normal like lipstick that you wear, and then when you rub your lips together, it's really smooth and feels really balmy, almost silky. And you can see that it gives you a little bit of shine, so it's not a glossy lipstick or a really matte lipstick either. It's kind of like a slightly balmy finish, and this shade Slip is beautiful. I was a little worried this would look a little too gray on me or maybe a little too light, but she's beautiful. And I have super wrinkly textured lips, and I feel like it doesn't emphasize that at all. Kind of just looks like my lips with a tinted balm on top or something like that. And you can sheer them out if you want, but obviously you can get full pigment like I have on my lips right now as well. These are just so comfortable and feel amazing. I'm so excited about them. I'm so excited about these. They do have a little bit of a scent, but nothing too much. It kind of just smells like a normal lipstick, if that makes sense, like one you would get, I don't know, from the store. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't really have too much of a scent. It smells like a normal lipstick in my opinion, like not fragranced at all. And they say that these are moisturizing, lightweight with a satin finish and are buildable, and I agree with all of that. I don't know how I would describe the finish. I feel like satin, I don't know, maybe I don't know what a satin finish is, but I feel like this looks pretty balmy, not unless satin is a balmy finish, but it doesn't look as matte as I thought it would, which I really like. So again, this is the shade Slip, which is described as a warm neutral. Absolutely stunning. I'm so excited about these. Next we have the shade Tiger, which is described as a brick red. Look how beautiful that is. So this is the shade Tiger, again described as a brick red. I think this one's so pretty as well. It's a little bit more like orange red. I feel like it pulls a little bit more orange red on camera than it does in person. It's a little bit more brown toned in person, but this is such a beautiful shade as well. And I can see this looking really, really pretty just blotted on the lips too. And they just feel so silky on the lips when you rub your lips together too. I'm so excited about these. I really want to pick up the shade 1990 as well because I feel like that would be stunning. So Tiger is this one. So pretty. I feel like it looks really pretty with this eye makeup as well. Lastly, we have the shade L'Avenue, which is described as a berry brown. Wow, so pretty. The packaging is also just absolutely beautiful. Like, seeing this in my purse would make me so happy. This feels like a very luxe lipstick that you would want to bring out on date night or a girls' night out or something like that. It is so pretty. Wow. So this is the shade L'Avenue, which is described as a berry brown, and this one is also so beautiful. It's like quite vampy, I feel like, on my skin tone, especially with my blonde hair, I feel like, but I kind of want to see what this one looks like blotted out later as well. But this one is so pretty. This one would be so good in the fall time, and also for like those date nights or those dinner nights that you go and have like a fancier dinner or something like that. This would be such a fun lipstick to wear to something special. So pretty, so comfortable on the lips. I love this shade, and these also retail for $26 each, and they're absolutely beautiful. I love every shade that I got. I'm so excited about them. Okay, so that is all of the new makeup that I wanted to share with all of you. This was so fun to film. I am so excited about these signature lips. I feel like the shade selection of those signature lips is just like so beautiful. I'm so intrigued by all of them, and I want to pick them all up, but I'm especially looking at the shade 1990 to pick up next. I didn't want to get any more shades because I wasn't sure how I felt about the formula, but the formula is so nice. It's so comfortable. I'm so excited about them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any more questions or comments about anything, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will make sure to get back to you. A big thank you again to Merit Beauty for sponsoring a portion of this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!